Hi, LMT.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. And we are live. Woo, woo. All right, so I think we're going to wait until some people get on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And some people get on first, so you guys can keep chit-chatting a little bit for some people to get on. Oh, I see somebody on already. Oh my God. I see somebody on already. Let me just let everybody know we are on here.
Mhm.
We are on. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
You guys want to start chit chatting with them a little bit?
Yes. What do we chit chat about?
Do you have any questions? Anyone about us?
You have any questions right
We
now?
have nothing to talk about.
Nothing. Oh, well, we do.
No, we
do.
got lots to talk
We got
about.
lots to talk about
Well,
today.
that's
That's
a
a chit chat. That's
Yeah.
a chit chat right
That's for the big video.
Wow.
Okay, so I think it's 6:05.
We're gonna
So
give it a
we
couple.
are gonna go
Give it a couple
A
more
couple
minutes.
a couple more minutes, but it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's live, and everybody's like, "Okay, give it a couple." No, we are gonna start right now.
We're gonna start.
Yes, we're gonna start.
And then there's a couple more people gonna come in then.
A couple more people you think are gonna come on here?
How many people are gonna come?
I am gonna sit on here and check on here and see. Okay, so I think we're gonna start right now. So Brooklyn, you can go ahead and get started.
Starting with what?
The videos.
Wait, do we chit chat?
No, we are getting started right now. So we're gonna get started. Hi guys.
Hi, LMTs and nurses. This is Little Miss Travelers.
all right. Let's get going.
Nurses Week starts from May 6th to May 12th. So we are going to talk about some things you should say to nurses and some things you should never say to nurses. So we are going to talk about, first we're going to talk about the stuff you should say to nurses. Number 1, love them,
Hug them
support them,
and celebrate them.
and most importantly,
Respect them.
All right, respect nurses. I
Yes,
totally
that's
agree to
good.
that.
Definitely.
That's much more needed. So happy Nurses Week, guys.
Happy Nurses
Happy
Week.
Nurses Week.
And during our retreat, we happened to meet some amazing nurses this past week, right, guys?
yeah.
Were they nice to you guys? You want to talk about that?
Yes, they're awesome.
More than awesome. I don't know the word that more than awesome, but
They're great.
They are great. Awesome. Brooklyn, what did you think about everybody you met?
oh, they were amazing and totally nice.
Yes, nurses are nice. Get that, okay?
Mhm.
And Lexington, what would you want to say about the
They
nurses?
were very nice and great, guys. They're like the best.
The best. Okay.
Yes, they
okay.
were.
And we have some amazing. So we are gonna have the girls share what not to tell a nurse. Okay. So there are certain things when you go to the hospital, you see a nurse, they just discuss about hugging a nurse, loving a nurse, supporting a nurse. There are certain things you don't want to say to a nurse, right?
Never.
Seven
Absolutely
things.
not.
There are certain things you don't want to say to a nurse, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what are the things?
So, number 1, never say, "You're just a nurse. I need a doctor."
No.
Never say that because that's rude, and doctors and nurse work together. Teamwork makes the dream.
That's right. Woo!
What's a dream work?
Okay, let's go.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I will suit this place when I get out of here.
So never say I will sue this place when I get out of here. Yes. And number 3, okay.
I don't want to be here.
Never don't want to be here because the nurses are trying to help you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And number 4, never say, "I know more than more nursing than you because I watched it on television or the internet.
Oh, don't compare your internet lessons to a nurse's knowledge, because the nurse has been to school and the nurse has
Nursing
more
school.
knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to on the internet, you don't want to go back and compare to with the nurse and say, hey, by the way, I saw it on the internet, and so hey, respect the nurses, respect the
them.
nurses,
Yes.
respect.
The most important
The
thing.
most important thing is
Respect the nurses.
Okay, so now we're gonna be. Do we have some shout outs?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a lot
Okay.
of shout-outs.
Okay. So who do you want to start with?
We are going to start with our Auntie Joyce and Auntie Vida.
Auntie Joyce and Auntie Vida.
Hey, y'all.
We appreciate you for your nursing skills and everything you guys do. And do we have other people that we want to share with? We're gonna give a shout out to.
Yeah.
Auntie Letitia.
Yes.
Letitia.
She's last.
Letitia and Maureen. Happy Nurses Week.
Hi.
Woo, shout out. And then we have the nurses we met this week. So
Oh yes.
we want to give a shout out to starting with Coach
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Hi, Coach Michelle. Happy Nurses Week. And then the next one is
Diane.
Diane. Happy Nurses Week.
Happy Nurses Week.
We want to go to Yvette.
Yvette.
Hi, Yvette. Happy Nurses Week. We're going to go to Sierra. Dr. Yeah, Dr. Kamiko, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
And we want to go to Dr. Latora.
Dr. Latora.
And we want to go to Sandra Cleveland.
Sandra Cleveland.
We want to go to Rashida Hatcher.
Rashida Hatcher.
We want to go to Victoria Ball.
Victoria.
We're going to go to Jana Williams.
Jana Williams.
Now, Nicole Lee.
Nicole.
Sienna Ellis. Oh, sorry, Shauna Ellis. Shauna Ellis.
Shauna Ellis.
We're going to Natasha.
Natasha.
Kiana.
Kiana.
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Robert.
Florence.
Dr. Amy.
Dr. Amy.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Last but not the least is the two.
Auntie Latanya and Nikita B.
All right, so they are all nurses, and we appreciate you guys so much. It's Nurses Week. Like Brooklyn said, it ends tomorrow. So if you see a nurse, respect them, support them, love them, and
Absolutely.
hug them. Right. So thank you guys so much for allowing us to host you guys.
Absolutely.
So now, if you guys have any questions, let us know about nurses. One other issue is that we have Michelle, who is a coach for all nurse entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And so whatever you need, who can help you? Michelle. Right. So you go to talk to Michelle. We will put Michelle's link on here so that Michelle can help you out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, girls. Hi, my girls. Hi, my girls. All right. So we're going to transition into global entry. Global entry now. Okay. So where did we go to get our global entry?
We went to the Dallas Airport in Washington, D.C.
All right, Washington, D.C. Wow. So when you guys got there, what happened?
We took our fingerprints.
She took her thumbprints and I took my fingerprints.
And counts on the A if you take your thumbprints. So she didn't take her thumbprints because she was only 5, so you gotta get a little older than 5 to get your thumbprints.
Oh, so you got to get a little bit older than now. If anybody is wondering what global entry is, what is global entry?
Global entry is international, and TSA Precheck is domestic.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. So have you guys ever been to like coming from travel and you actually see all those kiosks, international, especially international travel, and you see all those kiosks and you think, is it for elite? Is it for ambassadors? Is it for
Well,
princes and princesses?
well, if you thought that, you are wrong. It's for everyone.
That's right. Let's see. Is it for everyone?
Yes.
Everyone like who?
Like
Me,
everyone.
me.
Like me.
Yeah,
People
like
need-
me.
Yeah, like me.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So global entry is actually for everyone. So if you see those kiosks and you see people that are, using them, they have already applied and gotten approved to have it. That's why they're able to use it. So it's not only for, we are special now. We are
Yeah.
special, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone.
So officer, so when we applied for it, you get charged. How much is the fees, Lexi?
$100 per person.
$100 per person for 5 years. Okay, $100 per person for 5 years.
Yes.
That is a
Yes.
no-brainer, right?
No.
That is very, very good. And when you pay for global entry, you actually do get what in addition with global entry? TSA
Precheck.
TSA Precheck. So $100 to get two things. So we recommend, we Little Miss Travelers and our business, we recommend you get the global entry because it has both.
Yes.
You get it, you pay your $100, you go for your interview, they interview you, and pretty much that's it.
Yeah.
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 And some of the things that they'll ask you on this interview is very easy. It's like, do you have citizenship in other countries? What are you coming there for? Are you using your travel for work or for leisure? And we use ours for
Travel.
travel. And we use
And
for
both.
and both. Yes.
Yes.
We use it for both. We use it for travel and we use it for leisure.
Yes.
So that's amazing. That's really, really good. Now, the other thing that we wanted to also share is that, is it worth it, guys, to get global entry? Is it worth it?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? What are the benefits?
The benefits are you don't have to take off your shoes, your earrings, or anything out of your bag. You just skip you bypass the long line.
And you don't have to take out your tablet or your phones or anything of those stuff. And you can keep them in your backpack and skip the long line.
That's right. You get to skip the long lines, right?
Mhm.
So that's amazing. That's really, really great.
Yes, it
Now, what I'm going to have Mr. Gorin share, or Little Miss Traveler's dad to share, is that when you go for the interview and after your fingerprints are taken and you get approved,
So,
what happens?
Yeah, so what happens is you will wait for your email, and it's prior to that they will send a pre-approval email, and then or a conditional email, and then you go on your interview, and then when you go on your interview, they will ask you again, just as my wife said, they will ask you about if you are traveling for business or you're traveling for pleasure. But then after that, they'll take your fingerprints, all of that, and then
And your picture.
and your picture.
Because now, before that, they changed it to
Yeah.
facial
Recognition.
recognition.
And
Absolutely.
like when they take your picture, don't change your hairstyle or anything like that, because if you do that, you will get kicked out of global entry because they won't recognize you.
Okay, let me just come into a little bit to that. Facial recognition is what is happening now. So if you got your global entry before COVID, you are probably going to go back there to the interview to take your picture, because now it's global entry facial recognition and not just fingerprints.
Yeah.
So you can change your face, you can change your hairstyle. I like changing my hairstyle. You guys like changing your hairstyle.
Yeah.
However, if it doesn't recognize you, then they will have to rely on the fingerprints,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
So-
they do the fingerprint.
Right. So
So after that, when you get your pre-approval email, then you'll just wait for you to be approved. And once you get approved, you'll get you what is called a pass ID. And when you get your pass ID, you get to use that when you're booking your flights. And on the boarding pass, you will see TSA Precheck. But when you're in your boarding pass making reservation, what is the where
You will have to have the known traveler
ID?
ID.
Thank you.
Yep.
And that's where you'll put your pass ID in there, and from there you're all set.
Yeah, so you have to be able to see this. So as we just recently traveled, and when you put that number in your reservation or before buying your ticket, you see this on there. TSA pre-check-in on there. You have to see this. If you don't see this, you will not be able to use it, guys. Right?
Just want to present and how one card would look. It would look like that.
That is how it's going to look like. He picked mine. Okay, he picked mine.
Doesn't it look like my mom?
And actually, does it look like your mom? I think it looks like me. I think it looks like me.
There you go. Global entry.
That's a global entry. Okay, so that's how it looks like. This is what you're going to be using to travel internationally. But when it comes to the TSA pre-checking, like Brooklyn said, it's domestic. So this is what you're going to be seeing. All right, guys, go ahead and put in your comments. Put in some questions on there because LittleMissTravelers are ready for your questions. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in there. We'll probably be doing some more lives, right, guys? We'll be doing some more lives, you know, coming days. We want to do some more lives as well.
Like the first one.
Like the first one, exactly. We'll be doing it with family and everything. So go ahead and put in your questions. We'll answer them for you. And let's keep it going. Now, so when we do global entry, the people that approve of your acceptance is going to be the customs and border protection. That's what they're going to do. So what else are we talking about here? Now we have a question in here. So do you guys enjoy traveling?
Yes. We love traveling.
Okay.
And seeing the new places.
Okay.
And tasting new food.
And meeting new people.
Okay. And what else?
And doing new things. Now let me just say, did you have something to say, babe?
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. So before we do everything, let me just say the reason why they do not Lexington's hands. Look at this little girl's hand. Her hands, she got her fingers so tiny, they could not get her fingerprints.
That is correct. It's just because it's not as defined and not as deep grooves in the fingers to get the fingerprints.
Right. And so they actually took all her fingerprints except the thumbprint.
Yes.
So now when Lexington gets older, her facial recognition may not be recognized because kids do change. And so they are going to take another picture, and we'll probably have to take her back to global entry for her to take another picture so that it can recognize her face. And Brooklyn is already 8 years old. So Brooklyn, are they going to recognize you?
Yes.
They will?
No.
So
which turns
when I grow up, they might.
They might not.
Yeah, if your face turns on, your fingers are the same. It looks scary.
Scary.
No. If your face is the same as when you're a little kid, and
your body's so long,
and you're different, you look like a midget.
You look like a midget. Okay, now the thing is, some people have facial hair, and facial hair is like all it can actually make you look the same or not. And so facial hair is that you want to make sure that you are a little bit. If you go in for with facial hair, try to have facial hair.
Yes.
Because you probably be called in the office all the time. Now, what did Officer West tell you guys?
He told us that if don't bring something from a trip, don't bring something from a trip if your parents don't know about it.
Yes, like you bring a sea star,
a starfish
from the sea that looks so beautiful, and it's your color, and then you put it in a bucket with some water and sand so it can breathe in some seashells, and then you forgot to put the cover on and left it at the beach, and then you put it in the backpack, and then it accidentally the water off, and then your backpack came all wet.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's great because that's a good explanation because you can't take items from other countries and bring them into the U.S. without declaring them.
Even with them from the airline, you don't want to bring the airline food. Even they get to that point.
Yeah. So they monitor global entry members, I should say, very, very, very carefully because you already kind of like recognized as you are okay to go through all the checkpoints. And so if you bring anything from other countries, they can actually, and you don't declare it, you can get in trouble and you can be kicked out of
global entry
and not be allowed to come back in. That's a one-time thing.
That's right. And or you can get fined.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that he could not stop talking about it. He said, you guys got to, put your hands in the air and swear that we are going to declare every item and declare every single thing we are bringing with us from other countries because they are not going to accept it if you do not declare every item you bring in.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So are we good here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. So I think we are doing good here. So what would you guys want to share about global entry right now? You like
so
it?
You go first.
So
No,
okay.
you go first.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. You should not bring anything on your vacation.
Okay. So that's what she got. You should not bring anything without declaring it on your vacation. In Brooklyn?
Like, what did you say?
Okay. So.
Like, what did you say about the thing you want to share? Did you say, like, what you want to share with us?
Share.
What else would you like to share?
Yeah. What else would you like to share about global entry?
Yeah.
That like your fingerprints,
like hers is really tiny, and like if you're 5 or under 5, you can't, like, they won't do your thumb because you are too tiny.
You are too tiny, and your fingerprint is not well defined.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we are excited. We did this live. And last minute word from me is that, hey, if you asking yourself, should you do global entry pre-TSA check? I say yes. Go for it. Because at $500, $100 per person for 5 years, it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I think you should go for it.
Absolutely.
So that being said, we were very, very happy to be here once again. Happy Nurses Week! Happy Nurses Week, guys.
Yes, we appreciate you all.
Appreciate you all that were on here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was good being here. We will start doing some more lives because we love these lives. Yeah. We love them because we know y'all like them too, right, girls?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be saying Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week.
Happy Nurses Week.
All right, let's say
people.
Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you all. Put your questions in the comments and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like,
and give a thumbs up.
Comment
and
be
LMT. And don't forget to subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.